Hey friends, Kevin Inoue here again from Fight Designer LLC, and a bit of a different share today. I've been packing up a lot of old stuff, getting rid of a lot of old stuff. I wanted to kind of do a little show and tell and share some things as I pack them up, and in some cases before I throw them away or sell them. So in this case, something a little different for today, a camera rig. So back in the day, when I was first figuring out shooting video, I was on what was it? I'm forgetting right now, but it was a little mini DV tape camcorder, Canon, and I think the first thing I directed with it that actually involved bringing in other people and wasn't just a student project or something was for an episode of one of the first web series out there, really, one of the pioneers in that, called The Hunted, which Robert Chapin organized and still does some of. There's still some groups kind of doing things for that. He opened it up with contests for create your own kind of chapter or series or group within the premise of The Hunted. And so I participated in one of those contests and did not win. I was a little sad. I was a little grumpy because of the top three, I think at least one was over the length limit. One of them didn't follow the premise at all of the whole found footage thing. The guy that won knew some of the judges and was one of their personal students, but that's life. But one of the things that I was doing as I dabbled in that, because I am who I am, was some DIY video rigs. And this was what I actually used to shoot that project, and I had fun with this. And looking back on it, it's actually pretty clever. It's not perfect, but it did a lot of the things I wanted it to do. So this was my modular camera rig. Now you'll notice there's a little notch under here. I had a little tripod wheel thing that could go under this to attach the camcorder. It could go either here, or I could do the camcorder here, and I had a Beach Tech adapter here, and then I could attach shotgun mics to the handles here. So this could be a top carry handle. Top handles are still pretty common on cage rigs. Had a shoulder mount. Now I used bike hardware, quick release from Bike Wheels for the tighteners here, and some scrap aluminum pipes and rods. So this was my adjustable shoulder stock thing here, obviously based off of Firearms Designs here, and I just screwed a tactical rail. So this is a folding front grip, which also had a little hollow part that allowed for the access to this. Now the reason why this is all notched was so this whole thing could come off and I could just put it on a tripod. If I didn't want to have all this extra weight, this is all quick release. So super easy to be able to get these in. I say, having not done it in a couple of decades. Now this has actually spent the last, 5 years or so at least sitting in a closet because my son thought it looked like a fun laser gun toy to play with or something. But anyway, yeah, there we go. And right back on. So quick release but fairly sturdy grip on some hardware store aluminum. You can have a front grip here that could also fold up out of the way if you didn't want it. You can also use these as extra grips or as, like I said, shotgun mic mounts. But then there were also, and this is one of the places where it broke, the one on this end broke, but this could be loosened, and then this whole thing could shift around and come down, be tightened again, and this, this could also be adjusted if we wanted to. But now we have a low angle rig, a low handle, extra, basically shoulder rig grips here, right, to be able to shoot fairly stable video that way and brace it. Now keep in mind, this was in the days before image stabilized lenses or in-camera image stabilization or any of that stuff. So a little extra stability was a great thing to have, even with crappy video quality that we had and the whole found footage aesthetic of the project that I was working on at the time. But anyway, this was not a bad rig, and it was fairly stable, and it did the job. And it's this is now, what, that was 2008, 2009. It's now 2023, and it's held up fairly well. This is still pretty rock solid. I don't remember what I made this shoulder thing out of, honestly. This was before I was obsessed with heat forming PVC. This is a hand-stitched leather cover on it, so I can't actually see what's underneath it anymore. I don't remember. Can I see? Looks like, I mean, there's some foam. I can see the foam. I think it's some kind of plastic, but I don't remember. I don't remember what I made this out of. You know, a little rubber to dampen that. I bet that was for the Beach Tech there in the back. Yeah, there's a little hand tighten thumb screw thing there, so I can screw that in fairly easily. Because the camcorder had a 1/8 inch jack input for a microphone, which meant I needed that Beach Tech adapter to be able to use my XLR cables from my shotgun, Sennheiser shotgun mics through the Beach Tech into the camcorder to be able to get at least some kind of centralized focused audio. So I don't know if this is worth saving. It's been a while. This part's broken. I've got other rigs that look a little bit less slapped together, but I wanted to be able to remember this because I thought it was kind of fun. I kind of liked the P90 style grip. It was fairly comfortable. Well, obviously you got to be careful running around with a camera that looks a bit like a gun because you don't want to get shot. But there are some things to be said for the stability of that platform, and that's why they use it for firearms too. So at this point, I'll probably take this apart and, you know, save the front grip and just recycle the aluminum or whatever. But honestly, I am still a little sad to see it go because it was kind of a fun rig. We had some good times together. We might have some more show and tell either here or on the PewTube channel, depending on what props I'm getting rid of. I think I'm selling one of my model guns. I'll probably do a little feature on that before I send it out, just because those are kind of rare. And then who knows what the future holds in a lot of ways. I don't. I'm still figuring that out, and it's kind of scary. But until I can tell you, until I come back and share some more, Kevin Inoue from Fight Designer LLC, which is mostly now a bunch of boxes and a stressed out guy. Take care, stay safe, stay healthy, stay sane if you can, and if you can't, well, you know, we're all doing our best.